do you know when the red flags is too deep and before it's too late?
That's a
Yeah.
tough.
How do you have any idea when the warnings is too profound? And before it's past the point of no return, that is a letting the cat out of the bag, folks. Keke Palmer has recently hit her ex Darius Jackson with a limiting request. And trust me, the subtleties are wild. The stunning news has as of late raised a ruckus around town. And it seems like Keke and Darius Jackson is all that individuals can ponder, as it's been accounted for, besides the fact that Keke, looking for full, is care of their charming 8-month-old child. But on the other hand, she's dropped a controlling request sensation on Darius, guaranteeing she's taken care of with his internal devils. It's the very sensation of realizing that I could say how I feel to this individual. And I realize that I don't need to overthink it, like I can simply get out whatever I feel. And they're not going to, and in the event that you believe that Keke is blending a show to grab the public eye, don't rush with your decisions. Since she's accompanying receipts, supposedly Darius pulled a genuine intruding trick. And he got found out on camera. As per the proof, Darius got physical, with her tossing her over a lounge chair. Gracious. And he swiped her telephone, just in case, as she asserted in her recording. By then he jumped at me, snatching at my neck and face, thumped me in reverse over the love seat, took my telephone, no longer any of my concern, and afterward ran out of the house. No big surprise, poor Keke is frightened for her life and security. Yet stand by, there's more dramatization to unfurl. Keke spilled the tea on extra occurrences of homegrown disarray. Evidently, this isn't only one single episode of Darius' disturbing way of behaving, and he's been doing this consistently. How might I express whatever I might be thinking and get it across so, despite the fact that my heart goals have forever been great, in some cases I want to have goodness in the event that I just had the option to verbalize. Keke didn't keep down, uncovering Darius' upsetting demonstrations and profound shakiness. It turns out she formally cut off their turbulent rel friendship in October, referring to his forceful way of behaving as the limit presently. She's on a mission for sole guardianship of their little one. And truly, who can fault her in a different occurrence from February last year? Palmer asserted he became maddened when she showed him a photograph of herself in a swimsuit to check the advancement of her wellness process. As she reviews this horrendous occurrence from the past in her recording in the room, he pummeled me on the floor and slapped my head from one side to another the following morning. He was remaining at the lower part of the steps, close to the front entryway, shouting at me as I was descending the steps. It appears as though she's at last had enough of this therapy, and she expresses that his way of behaving may before long stretch out to their little child. So that is the reason she's looking for legitimate assurance for herself and the child. I can't go through a night without him. In some cases that implies we're voyaging everywhere, except he's not too far off with me. He's my dearest friend, and we will traverse it. Yet, folks, on the off chance that you figured this story couldn't get any more insane, lock in light of the fact that there's more. Darius purportedly took to virtual entertainment. When this news broke, adding one more layer to this generally chaotic circumstance, in spite of his ex's emotional new recording, Jackson selected not to answer her limiting request recording or her solicitation for care, and posted a photograph of him with his child on Twitter with the subtitle, "I love you, child. See you soon." It appears to be the dramatization proceeds. And this man isn't prepared to surrender, despite the fact that it's been, as of now, affirmed that Keke get Team Murray guardianship, and Darius isn't permitted to visit them. It doesn't appear as though he is about to vanish discreetly into the night. No, folks, this man needs his child back. And I bet he has additional threatening thoughts upon his sleeve to accomplish this. It could be in every way extremely overpowering. It was certainly overpowering and extraordinary from the outset. And it was Darius expressed that he intends to stay in his child's life. Yet you see, it appears as though this is only his reason to remain nearby Keke and proceed with his monstrous capers. As of now, there's serious conversation over the web that the person puts on a show of being genuinely off the wall. and presumably should be restoratively inspected prior to being permitted to move toward Keke and their child. Clearly Darius is it not somewhat debilitated intellectually, yet additionally is a snake. There are reports that he is involving their guiltless child as a pawn to control Keke. He knows that this adorable child kid is her adoration throughout everyday life, and she'd effectively guarantee his well-being. Self-elegance, make an honest effort. Show my kid what I can and what I know and realize with my children. Prior in September, there was another episode when Darius nearly got physical with Leo as Keke portrayed chest hair obstruction, assisted with staying away from the misfortune. As he reviewed, Darius began getting rooftop with Leo actually, and I stepped in to ensure Darius wouldn't hurt him. So this present circumstance is essentially as hardcore as of now. All that we can do is to send energies of insurance to Keke, and her little one. Fans have been petitioning God for her well-being and harmony, sending support all over online entertainment. As one individual remarked, "I'm sorry this occurred to her." Cake for genuine merits the world and credit to her for doing how she needed to safeguard herself and her child. And another client added, "This is unnerving and miserable time after time. Circumstances like this raise quick and perilously petitioning God for Keke's security and folks. It's not only some consideration looking for show the risk is truly the circumstance got a many individuals genuinely concerned. And we should simply trust this doesn't accelerate into something significantly more evil." Yet here's the insane thing, folks. Now, it seems like everybody in the family had some awareness of that, and they hopped into this dramatization cart. Years I've seen a ton of stuff, yet this will be this as I can't help myself. Everything began to raise a ruckus around town when Darius' sibling Cunis took to Twitter and dropped a bomb of a tweet, and afterwards speedily hit erase anyway. Nothing vanishes from the web perpetually, and we understand his message there. The most over-the-top, sickening, wretched, hazardous, manipulative individual I have experienced in my life. Hits nearly everybody. Any kid busy finishing something like this doesn't merit by any means lovely serious right. Turns out he was pointing fingers at his own sibling Darius. Yet hold up, Keke's mother Sharon planned in and shed all the more light on the thing has been occurring on her Instagram. So presently he's posting on Twitter like he's this a unique person when we know he's the greatest kid in Hollywood. She uncovered that Cunes is currently picking the blameless side in spite of the fact that he had some awareness of Darius' insane way of behaving from the start, and never attempted to stop or prevail upon him. As a matter of fact, such a therapy is typical in their family. Sharon visited Sarunas a long time back. Advance notice him about his siblings' issues. As per her, "I went to Saruna quite a while back and let him know that his sibling terrible things to my girl. And he said, well, I used to be like that too. What the family show is hitting a limit. And it's an all-out confrontation in the shade room." Keke's mother Sharon isn't keeping down during shad like confetti. She's seen enough of her little girl's misery. And very much like Keke is attempting to safeguard her child, Sharon is worried about her kid's life and well-being too, so he don't get to carry on like he's this extraordinary person. "No, you're a kid, and you're a contributor to the issue." In a searing statement on Instagram, she tends to the secret individual. And however, she spilled no names except for Iserm, we as a whole can think about who she's alluding to. As per Sharon, her girl Keke and the entire fam treated this secret individual with graciousness. And consequently, Keke got this psychological injury, and the injury she would recuperate from for quite a long time. As Sharon composed, "I might you venture to screw with my family means the world to me. You and your family behave like insane, and like the world can't see it, you're fake." Yet assuming you believe that dramatization finished her hang on the grounds that it's not getting warmed considerably more, and the fight between the relatives is presently far past. Keke's show feels like new mysteries will be revealed, and we are there for Keke to mend to me about taking the brand you have and attempting to sort out some way to set out open doors Beyond that, yet dramatization continues to mix when Keke's brother by marriage continued denying truly getting out whatever Sharon claims he pronounced. I not even once expressed that to Sharon not once in my life. I won't keep on with this bazaar, yet Sharon the world is going to hear your voice very soon. And the dangers you made to my family, yet folks I couldn't say. Whether there's whatever would shield these Jacksons from the kickback, you see everyone moaning with Keke. And the photographs of Darius man taking care of his now ex got released online, so that the world might be able to see its lamentable stuff. Considering Keke attempted to safeguard this person, hold her family together, and safeguard this wreck from the public eye at the end of the day, everything surfaced a man who she is saying is Darius Jackson. And there is actual things happening like you see her being pulled.